Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. And if you practice Easter, happy Easter. Let's go ahead and start with this morning's practice. We're opening up. And settling into the space. Letting the bottoms of the feet melt into the earth. Softening the knees. Relaxing the low back. Relaxing the shoulders. Tip of the tongue is touching the roof of the mouth. The very top of the head is reaching up into the sky. Breathing in and out through the nose. And then we're going to start warming up by tapping the lower dantian, about 3 to 4 finger breaths beneath the belly button with the right hand. I'm going to try to mirror you. And as we're tapping, we're allowing the mind to hone in on that area. Feeling the slight reverberations being generated. Starting to move up the midline. To underneath the clavicle. Underneath the arm. Down the sides of the ribs, back on over to the midline, and up. Tapping down the yang side of the arm, the outside of the arm. To the back of the hand. And then the palm. We're now tapping the inner aspect or the yin side of the arm. Coming on up to the very top of the shoulder, allowing that arm to grow heavy. Maybe placing a little more pressure, emphasis on the tapping here. And then wiping out anything you don't need or want, letting it go back into the earth. Resettling into the space. Maybe noticing differences from the left side of the body to the right. And now opening up the right side of the body. Breathing in and out through the nose. Letting the tapping, starting to open up those channels. Massage those channels so that the chi and blood may move more freely. Typically, the more freely the blood and the chi can move, the less pain there is. Wiping out anything you don't need or want. letting it return back to the earth. And then widening the stance so that we can start opening up the channels in the lower legs. So we're tapping the inner thigh and then up at the hip. The feet are still parallel. We're keeping the channels open evenly in the front and the back of the body. Transitioning, starting at the very top of the hip, working our way down the inner aspects of the legs towards just above the ankle. If you can, relaxing the head and neck. And then working our way to the lateral aspects, the yang side of the legs, coming on up. Once you get to the hips and the glutes, sliding that left foot a little closer to the right, maintaining hip width, shoulder width distance. And then continuing on, traveling up to the low back, just underneath the rib cage, or maybe a little higher. It's up to you, it's wherever it feels best. You never want to put yourself into pain, so if this is difficult on the shoulders, maybe back off a little bit, traveling a little further down. Before then resting the palms at the low back, circling down the sides and up the spine. We're warming the kidneys, greeting the kidneys. Before then placing the palms at the low back. And closing the eyes. Inhaling through the nose, visualizing the air flowing into the nose, down the throat, into the torso, and then meeting with the low back, meeting with the palms. And then exhaling, allowing the chi to flow to wherever it's necessary or needed within the body. As we inhale, we're guiding the breath and the chi to the kidneys, allowing them to fill up with energy. And exhaling, allowing that energy to flow to wherever it's needed within the body. Inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. Allowing the breath to move freely in and out of the body. And allowing the chi to start gathering at the kidneys, at the low back. Before then flowing to wherever it's needed within the body. Gently opening the eyes, letting the arms come back down to the sides and closing by bringing that left foot back to the right. We're going to be working on our Golden 8 series today, 1 through 6. Opening up for our first exercise, lung and large intestine exercise. Reach for happiness. Feet are parallel. Softening the knees maybe just a little bit. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. In and out. Inhaling and exhaling. In and out. Inhaling. Coming up onto the toes if you like. Exhaling. In and out. Continuing on at your own pace. Allowing the breath to guide the movements. Going as quickly or as slowly as you need. And being as relaxed as possible, flowing through the exercise. Then when you're ready, closing by bringing that left foot back to the right. Opening up for our archer exercise, heart and small intestine. Sinking at the knees a little bit. Inhaling. Exhaling. In and out. Inhaling, gazing at the inner wrist. Exhaling, gazing at the tip of the middle finger. Going at your own pace. Allowing the mind to sink into the breath. So if it starts wandering off, just gently bringing it back to the exercise, bringing it back to the breath. And getting ready to close. When you're ready, opening up for between heaven and earth, our spleen and stomach exercise. Inhaling. And exhaling. In. The left hand continuing its traveling up to the sky, the right hand pressing against the earth. Exhaling. In. And out. Inhaling. And exhaling. In. This time the right hand traveling all the way up to the sky, the left hand pressing against the earth. Exhaling. Bringing that heaven energy and earth energy together. In. And out. Inhaling. Allowing the breath to dictate the pace of the movement, speeding up or slowing down to ensure nice, even, full breaths. And once again, trying to stay as relaxed as possible. And when you're ready, go ahead and close. Ready to open up for our triple burner exercise or Sanjiao exercise. Turn and look back. Please be mindful of not putting yourself into pain. You're going to inhale, the shoulders elevate. Exhale, the palms press flat against the earth. And then we're inhaling to the left. First the torso, then the head, and then the eyes. Exhaling as we release First the eyes, and then the head, and finally the torso. Inhaling as we then travel to the right. Exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. And moving at your own pace. Allowing the mind to stay with the breath and with the movement. And when you're ready, go ahead and close. And we're going to work on number 5, our liver gallbladder exercise, twist and release. Opening up. Settling into the stance. Forefingers pointing forward, thumbs pointing out on the sides. Inhaling as we turn first to the left. Gazing over that right shoulder. Exhaling as we soften and release. Inhaling now, turning to the right. Allowing that left shoulder to elevate as we gaze over it. Exhaling, floating back to the center. Inhaling. And exhaling. In. And out. And you're moving at your own pace, enjoying every moment of this exercise, no matter how subtle that moment and movement is. And when you're ready, go ahead and close. Getting ready for our 6th exercise, bend for health for the kidneys and the urinary bladder. Opening up. Settling into the space. The legs are relatively straight for this exercise. You don't want to lock the knees, but you do want to keep the knees relatively straight. Inhaling as we gather around the lower abdomen. Exhaling into the low back. Inhaling, gazing up, maybe arching the upper back a little bit. Exhaling, coming forward. Inhaling, coming up and back. Exhaling, releasing the hands, reaching up in the sky. Falling forward. Inhaling. And exhaling. And then inhaling, stacking one vertebra back on top of the next. Settling back into the space. Inhaling. And exhaling. In. And out. Inhaling. And exhaling. Taking an extra moment to inhale and exhale. Inhaling back to standing. Continuing on at your own pace, harmonizing the breath and the movement. Letting the mind sink into the exercise, relaxing into the exercise. No expectations. Just enjoying these moments. And feeling the breath. And then when you're ready, go ahead and close. Keeping those feet together so that we're retaining all that wonderful energy. Bringing the palms together and rubbing them. Transferring a little of the energy to the palms. And then guiding the palms to the lower dantian. I'm not going to mirror you here. You're going to circle up the right and down the left. 9 times. We're starting to guide all that energy, all that chi to the lower dantian. Once you've completed your 9 circles, go ahead and circle in the other direction, up the left and down the right. We're now concentrating that energy, taking that energy and concentrating it into the lower dantian. And once you've done your 9 circles, resting the palms at the lower dantian, 3 to 4 finger breaths beneath the belly button. Closing the eyes, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. As you inhale, guiding the breath and the chi to the lower dantian, allowing it to fill up with energy. And as you exhale, allowing this energy to settle and store so that you may use it throughout the rest of your day. Inhaling and exhaling at your own pace, guiding the chi and the breath to that lower dantian. And as you exhale, allowing it to settle and store so that it may be used by your body throughout the rest of the day. Thank you guys so very, very much.